Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shop Breakdown. We're going to go over 5 college basketball games for Saturday, December 17th, 2022. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can always find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. Alrighty, let's get into it. Here are the games for Saturday in college basketball. First up, it's UMass taking on North Texas. This one's going to be at 3 o'clock Eastern start time. It's in the Basketball Hall of Fame Classic, so it's a neutral site game, and it's going to be on ESPN+. We know North Texas defense is one of the best out of the mid-major school conferences in Conference USA. As you know, North Texas 54th ranked in adjusted defensive efficiency, 55th in turnover percentage on defense, a good rebounding team. We know that about North Texas. It's been that way for the past few seasons. But I do think that the North Texas offense is a little bit underrated. Right now, KenPom has the Mean Green ranked 93rd in adjusted offensive efficiency, which is pretty solid, being inside the top 100. But you look at their shooting percentages, they're ranked 308 in the nation in effective field goal percentage, 353rd in two-point field goal percentage. So, I do think that there's some unsustainably bad shooting performances in North Texas, for North Texas so far this year. Now, a lot of that was at the beginning of the season when they were without Tyler Perry. He's returned, and he's been a big difference maker for the Mean Green. But I like the fact that North Texas is a good offensive rebounding team, 20th ranked in the nation. UMass on the defensive rebounding side, not the strongest, ranked 182nd in the country. These two teams played last season, and North Texas pretty much dominated in that game. The final score was a little misleading, in my opinion. It was a 66-57 final score, but North Texas basically had control of that game from start to finish. They were up by 18 points in the second half at one point. So, that was a UMass team that was one of the better offenses in the country. They were ranked 33rd in the nation. They still only put up 57 points in that game. And now you bring in this year's UMass team, a little bit of a different style of play, not as strong on the offensive side, a little bit better on the defensive end. But I don't think it's a good matchup against North Texas. Such a good defense. I think North Texas has the much better defense in this matchup, and I also think their offense is better and should actually have some positive regression as we continue this season. So I like North Texas to win this game comfortably. I'm going to take the Mean Green in this one. Next up, it's Utah and BYU. This one's 6 o'clock Eastern on CBS Sports Network. This is a big-time rivalry game, even though it's a little bit more so in college football, but still should be a great game in college hoops. And I look at Utah. They're on a 5-game win streak. They have some upset wins in that streak. They had the victory over Arizona. They beat Washington State on the road in overtime. But I do think because of those victories, they're a little bit overvalued in this matchup against a solid BYU school. BYU, I think their biggest problem offensively has been the turnovers. They're ranked 334th in the country in turnover percentage on offense. But Utah's defense, although it is very efficient and very good, they're not a defense that forces a lot of those turnovers. They're more of a conservative defense that forces you to take those tough shots rather than being aggressive and trying to force mistakes out of you. Utah's ranked 318th in turnover percentage on defense, 350th in steal percentage. That's bottom 15 in Division I college hoops. So a team like BYU that struggles with turnovers really shouldn't have an issue in this type of matchup. They really just have to be concerned on making those tough jumpers. Now, BYU is not a great shooting team. They're ranked 253rd in effective field goal percentage, but there's still plenty of shooters on this roster that I think are going to have better seasons as we continue. And I also like the fact that BYU is a very good offensive rebounding team, ranked 32nd in the country in offensive rebounding percentage. Utah ranked outside the top 100 in defensive rebounding. So BYU should get those second chance opportunities. They should be able to limit those turnovers more than they usually can. And I think BYU is going to be competitive in this game. I like BYU to win this one, but I'm going to take the points here with the Cougars anyway. Next up, it's San Jose State taking on Pacific. This one's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern. Now, to me, these teams are pretty similar, but for this one, it boils down to I think Pacific's offense is better suited to exploit San Jose State's defense than the Spartans' offense can exploit Pacific's defense. And I think you look at Pacific, ranked 35th in the country in offensive and turnover percentage on offense. So this is a team that does not turn the ball over much at all. You look at San Jose State's defense, they're ranked dead last, 363rd in the nation in turnover percentage on defense, 362nd, so second worst in steal percentage on defense. Pacific should not have any issues turning the ball over in this game. They should be getting a lot of shots off in this ball game, and they're a good perimeter shooting team, ranked 57th in the country in three-point shooting, while San Jose State's defense ranked 326th bottom 40 in the country in three-point defense. So that's one of the big advantages I think Pacific has. Also, they are the home game. This is a true home team. It's a true home game for Pacific. In this one, San Jose State's only had 3 true road games this season. One of those road games, an absolute blowout loss to Arkansas, 99-58. So I don't trust this San Jose State team away from home. I think Pacific is the better side in this one. So give me Pacific in this game. I'm going to take them on the money line. Next up, it's Sacramento State taking on Fresno State. It's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern for this one. I think Fresno State's defense is going to hold strong in this game. I like them to win this game really comfortably and cover the number in the end. Fresno State ranked 87th in adjusted defensive efficiency, in the top 70 in three-point defense, which is really important against a good perimeter shooting team like Sacramento State. But overall, I think Sacramento State's offense has been really fortunate this season. I think we're going to see some real big regression from this offense overall. Right now, they're 99th in the country in effective field goal percentage, and like I said, a very good three-point shooting team as well. But last year, this was a team ranked 233rd in effective field goal percentage. Their offense overall is still only ranked around 200 in adjusted offensive efficiency, so I think there's going to be some real big regression for this team overall, and defensively, this is not a very good defense to begin with, so I don't see where they're going to get the stops, and I don't think they're going to be able to score consistently on a very good Fresno State defense. Sacramento State also has big-time issues turning the ball over left and right. They don't force many on defense either, so I think Fresno State matches up really well in this game. I don't like Sacramento State in this spot or really going forward, to be honest with you, so give me Fresno State here laying the big number. Next up, the final game for Saturday's card. It's Wake Forest and Rutgers. This is going to be an early start time, 12 o'clock Eastern on Big Ten Network. I think Rutgers, I'm a big fan of this Rutgers defense. 3rd in the country in adjusted defensive efficiency, 11th in turnover percentage on defense. They're number 2 in the nation in three-point defense, and that's really important against a Wake Forest team. It's a good offense team. Overall, they brought in some nice transfers that are good scorers and playmakers, guys like Tyree Appleby from Florida, who's shooting just under 42% from 3. But this Wake Forest defense, I don't think is going to be able to hold up on the road. We've seen both teams struggle a little bit as of late, but I think Rutgers' strength of schedule, a much tougher one. They lost their most recent games to Seton Hall and Ohio State, 2 teams that I think would beat Wake Forest pretty handily. And I think Rutgers' offense is a little bit underrated right now, not having a great shooting start to the season, but still a winning record, 6-4 overall. They have that big win over Indiana. I like them at home in this spot, so give me Rutgers laying the points. And that's it. Those are the games for Saturday in college basketball. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. But don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. As always, this is Ron Romanelli. Good luck.